Well, oh crap. They got called. Everybody got margin called. All of Korea got margin called. Wonder Kid, Leopold Aschenbrenner got margin called. Your mom got margin called. The AI trade unwinding real fast, man. It's pretty crazy shit. Meanwhile, crypto holding up surprisingly well. Bitcoin still over 60K. ETH over $1,900. I mean, hey, we'll take it when we can get it. We got the latest updates for you on everything to do with that crash, what the implications of it could be right now for the AI trade. We got the latest on Bitcoin, got the latest on Ethereum, latest on Uniswap, and much more. We better get into it. Let's go! Let's go. First and foremost, dudes, this is a bloodbath of epic proportions. South Korea's margin trading bloodbath. 1.2 million accounts hit margin calls. 360,000 forcibly liquidated. 34 trillion won wiped out in 1 month. I think that's about $30 billion approximately. 60% of liquidated traders under the age of 30. That's 1 in every 30 adults in Korea got liquidated, man. Yo. Everybody wants the margin long at the top, isn't it? Every damn time. Markets never change. Keep it classy, guys. Jeez Louise. Generational rule of thumb in investing is whenever someone starts getting compared to Warren Buffett, you should fade their entire fund. Happened to Eddie Lampert, Bill Ackman, Masayoshi-san, Cathie Wood, and Chamath. Leopold Aschenbrenner's fund has lost roughly $600 million in a single session today, but he's still up over 1,000% of most positions from his entry, and his puts are currently printing. So, look, there's a lot of talk right now about Leopold Aschenbrenner blowing up and getting margin called, and maybe he did get margin called. We don't know all the ins and outs of his every day-to-day position, right? So we'll see. But this is the exact kind of stuff that tends to happen closer to bottoms than it's closer to the beginning or the end of the crash versus the beginning of the end, right? So most likely, now that all the leverage has been wiped out of the system, you see everybody now dunking on Leopold and everybody's saying, well, the AI trade's over. And no, I don't think so. We got some charts we'll get here in a second. Mitchell says if Leopold really went from being up 200% year to date to down 30% and the margin call rumors are true, then this move is in data-centered AI names makes more sense. Of course, him getting forcibly liquidated out of positions or having to sell positions to cover margin would make sense. Pair that with the Koreans getting liquidated while the market's down 40% in 27 trading days makes even more sense. The good news, according to some reports, 90% of the unwind is complete, meaning 90% of the leverage that was built up in the AI trade has been now unwound. See, this is what happens. It happens a lot in crypto, and now it's happening in stocks as well. More retail traders coming in with more leverage and trading 2-3x leverage, ETFs and all that stuff. People getting wiped out left, right, and center. You get all that margin built up in the system, and of course, most of the margin piles up as the prices go up. People don't margin up at the bottoms, do they? No. They margin up near the tops. Okay, it's, the Korean stock market's up hundreds of percent. Great, let's go 3x leverage long at the top. Works out super well every time. Anyway, when that unwinds, this is what happens. The good news is most of that leverage seems to have now been wiped out. Luke says, I'm not a permeable, I'm a realist. Reality is AI is here and it's not slowing down. This is very, very true. If you think the AI trade is over, sorry. It's not. Current administration cares deeply about the markets. Yes, it's true. I think Trump wants to leave in 2028, or I guess technically January 2029, whatever. But if he wants to finish his term on a high note with markets absolutely ripping, I think he'll deliver on that. Major negative catalysts, mostly in the rear view, except Iran. Iran's still kind of, Anyway, summer chop weakness is normal. This is true. Usually July and August kind of suck in markets anyway, so none of this is crazy. In fact, Tom Lee's been telling us for a while, hasn't he? See a big pull down in the markets here sometime over the summer. Well, I guess Tom Lee was right about this one. If only he could be right about Ethereum going to, what were his crazy bullish predictions? $60,000. Can I just get a 10K ETH, man? Is it so much to ask for? Just $10,000 Ethereum. Come on now. A solid reset is bullish. I agree. Look, markets will go up and down. Okay? Pullbacks like this in some of the big names, it's actually really, really healthy. What was not healthy was to see these sort of parabolic blow-off moves, unless you were taking profits on those moves, right? And there were still some late moves to catch and stuff like that, but just kind of blindly longing into a lot of the stuff. I mean, look, some of the data center stocks were down a lot. I bought some of those. Some of those positions are down right now. It doesn't really matter all that much. I think the data centers will pop back. The energy situation is definitely going to continue to be at the front of the AI trade. Peru Saxena says 2 months ago when memory and semis were flying, everybody wanted to own them. Again, typical market psychology. Today when they're down 40 to 50%, most don't want to go anywhere near them. I think I need to go shopping. You need to go shop and buy some more stuff. Blue Kurdic Market says NASDAQ 100's 10% correction was slow and painful. It took 57 days from its all-time high. In 12 other cases where the correction took over a month, only 2 of them turned into 20% plus bear markets. It took only a median of 25 days to bottom. Pain now, pleasure later. That's very interesting. So, of the last dozen cases, only 2 turned into bear markets. And the other 10, well, they push the markets up to new highs in the coming months. Ask yourself what kind of situation you are in. The odds would say that you're in the situation where the NASDAQ is not done. SanDisk now down 57% from all-time highs, bouncing a little bit as it hit the 200-day here. You want to see the 200-day hold as support. If it fails there, then it's probably going for a much deeper correction. Crazy. Super fast unwind in the memory trade. Absolutely nuts. The Kospi, this is the Korean index, went down 44% in just 6 weeks. Crazy stuff. NASDAQ, of course, now down a lot as well, coming right near the technical breakdown target from the triangle pattern, which we flagged for you multiple times here on the channel. Final target's going to be the 200-day here, right around 650. Does it hit the 200-day? I don't know. We shall find out, I guess, but getting damn close anyway. Hey, quick update on the trades. Uniswap is ripping up to 413. Price target remains $4.50. This trade will close out. We'll get some nice props on it. ETH currently at 1922. Price target on this is $2,100. Both these trades have been moved to the break-even price. Worst case scenarios, we don't make any money. Best case scenarios, we're making like 10K on these 2 trades. This will be fantastic. If you want to join trading over on BitUnix, there's a link down below. There. Go click that link, sign up to BitUnix, and then you'll be in to win our weekly giveaways of $5,000 in cash money. If you want to be in to win that 5K, the daily prize, Monday to Friday, $1,000, you want to be in to win, you got to be signed up. Sign up using the link down below, deposit USDT, make a trade to be in to win. You can trade crypto, you can trade stocks, you can trade metals. It's all on there for you. Link down below, go check it out. Now, let's do today's winner here. Who's going to be the winner today? By the way, when you sign up to BitUnix, you also get an $80 a month rebate for the Inner Circle. That's, of course, our private investment and trading and research group. You'll get AI tools, you get weekly tech stock reports, weekly altcoin reports, trades of the day, and much, much more. 7-day free trial as well. Link down below. BW8yahoo.com. Enjoy your $1,000. My man. Continuing. Let's talk about the Clarity Act real quick. There's a real chance we get a canceled Senate recess. The SAVE Act and Clarity Act could advance during this time. That's according to Chad Steingraber here. Senate Majority Leader John Thune announces he will only call off August recess for the Save America Act if he obtains 50 votes for budget reconciliation, assuming SAVE is attached. Look, he said that he's going to get the Clarity Act up for a vote before the recess, which is next week. We have very few Senate session days still to go. We're really up against a hard deadline here to try and get the Clarity Act through. But if they canceled the Senate recess, I mean, at least then you'd have a chance of Clarity Act hitting in August at some point. But this is, let's see, right? Senator Tillis and Gallego have finalized a bipartisan ethics compromise for the Clarity Act. Though details haven't emerged, the White House approval is still needed. The window's getting close. 7 days until the Senate recess. 60 votes still unconfirmed. Although a lot of reports coming in that we've had about 10 Democrats sign up to this as well, so we shall see. Get the damn thing on a vote already. Hey, $32 million in Bitcoin ETF inflows yesterday. Not bad on a day when the memory trade, the semiconductor trade, the AI trade is blowing up and everybody's getting liquidated. BlackRock bought $90 million of the Bitcoin and total $32 million of total inflows for the day. Not bad. Bitcoin back within the channel. Back within the channel here. Very, very interesting. So we had some pretty strong wicks under here. But those got bought up pretty quickly. Bitcoin currently pumping back up. Back above the 20-day. Smashing into the 50-day. If you get above the 50-day, it could be a pretty quick move from the 50-day up to the top of the channel here. It's around $68,000. Got to break out of the channel decisively one way or the other. Not with wicks, with daily candle closes either to the downside or the upside. And that should dictate the next move here for BTC. Ethereum continues its uptrend. Slowly but surely, although the MACD has now flipped negative. on the daily, which is not fantastic. So ETH bulls really need to get their shit together, step up to the plate here and push this damn thing up to $2,100 so daddy can buy a new pair of shoes, okay? That would be fantastic. Thanks, ETH bulls. Thanks. Uniswap has been ripping, now above the 200-day EMA, of course. If you were an Inner Circle member, you're in the Inner Circle, right? If you're an Inner Circle member, link down below, 7-day free trial. You would have got a report back here on Uniswap. Members in the team did take spot positions on Uniswap back here when it was $2.90. We issued trade alerts here, also at $2.90 for Uniswap for a breakout trade. So the fundamental report came in. The perpetual swap trade came in. Members printed money. Currently printing money. We're now up 42% since those alerts were issued. Anyway, trades printing nicely. Still targeting 450 here for the take profit on this. Getting closer. Would not be surprised to see us move up a little bit, pull back down to the 200-day for a retest before pushing up to finally hit that final take profit target. But let's see. Let's see. Uniswap has been a nice trade so far. Let's see if it can hit that nice juicy take profit target. Solana. Solana has indeed bounced off this orange support line. Currently winding up within this triangle here. So this is the downtrend with 1, 2, 3 touches so far. Valid resistance line. 1, 2, 3 touches on the support line. We are coming to the terminus point of this triangle in the very, very near future. By the sort of mid next week, we should have a definitive move either to the upside or the downside. It's about a $20 move implied either way. So $20 move to the upside, $76 to about $96. Let's say the 200-day EMA will be close enough. Downside, not looking fantastic. Let's say potentially bouncing back to the lows. Neither of those have happened yet because we haven't broken out of the triangle. Either the resistance or the support has not failed yet. We'll watch for one of those to happen, and that'll indicate the move and where we could be going for that. You're awesome. Thanks for watching. Bye.